incoming transmission. Radio revision.
Remember, I didn't do my review of Low Red Moon, so
Oh, we can talk
let me
about
do
it
it real
afterwards.
quick. So Outlaws, Low Red Moon,
Oh, fine.
comes out February 2nd or February 3rd. My non-spoiler review is up on our website. I haven't played the game, so put that as a caveat. So I went into this, am I going to be completely lost and don't know what's going on? That wasn't the case. You can
Okay.
jump into this book if you know nothing about the game. If you've played the game, I'm pretty sure you'll pick up on things that I didn't, but you don't need to be a fan of the game or having played the game to enjoy this.
Okay.
It's a very cool story. Mike Chen does a great job. He did Brotherhood, which was great. There's some characters from Brotherhood that do show up in Low Red Moon. I won't spoil who it is, but it's pretty cool when you figure out who it is. So this game is about this novel,
Mhm.
Jaylen Vrax, which here he starts as Jaylen Barsha and ND5, the droid, the sexy droid with the raincoat. So it's their story. He's trying to find his brother Sliro, and that's kind of his driving force. The first half of the book is him very focused on trying to find his brother, what happened, why his family's legacy is kind of down the toilet. I won't go too much into it. I don't know if the game talks about what happens, but it's that first introduction with ND5 and Jaylen, which is a great introduction. The the chapters through ND5's point of view were my favorite. It's very cool to kind of follow a droid through all his kind of thinking and processing of information and data and all that stuff is very awesome. So I did love that. So again, half of it is him trying to find his brother, but at the same time, because the book is about 10 to 12 years from where it starts to where it ends, it's a long transition. He's also kind of having dealings in the underworld, trying to be a player in the criminal scene in Star Wars. My problem with the book was that right as he's kind of on that verge when he says, okay, I'm done trying to figure out what happened with the past, we gotta move forward. He found some information that now he can kind of really jump into the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a chapter into it, something happens that goes back to finding more about his family instead of going deep into the underworld.
Okay.
And it wasn't until like the last 3 or 4 chapters it really goes deep into the criminal syndicates that we know and love, characters that we've seen before. If that would have happened prior, I would have loved this book. So it's a good book. I didn't love it. I think there were some opportunities to really, even if it's give me a couple of chapters of Jaylen and ND5 working with or against the syndicates, like get in trouble with the Huts or with the Pikes or with Crimson Dawn. There's mentions of all the syndicates. There's about 2 pages when he's running away from the Pikes, and then that ends. And then at the end, kind of one of the big syndicates comes back.
Mm.
I think it went away from that, but I will say because I went back, or I think Rick Villanueva posted on Blue Sky reposted something that Mike Chen had tweeted like 5 months ago that he tried getting a lot of different characters into the book and they didn't let him, just one person from the underworld. So I understand if he tried and he couldn't get those characters for whatever reason. But the characters that do show up, people are going to love when they see it. It's a very cool story. I just wish that the underworld part was really deep into, oh, now I got to do a job for the Huts, or I'm competing with the Huts or the Pikes for whatever
Mm-hmm.
job. Go a little bit into that underworld scene before you jump back to, oh, I gotta find out about my brother and this code name Low Red Moon out there. That's my only
Okay.
critique. But it's a good book, and and then the epilogue, it does bring people or characters from the game. So at
Okay.
least you'll have that connection. So I'm guessing that people that play the game might enjoy this more than people that haven't. But if you haven't played the game and you want
Still
to just
works.
follow these characters, it's a pretty good story. You can jump straight into it.
Okay. I was not planning on reading it. I
Yeah.
honestly found out this book existed like 5 days ago.
Yeah. But I will say, one thing that I think I noticed when we interviewed Alan Christopher, go check that interview, is how long or how much many years ahead of time they know about the books that they're
Yeah.
putting out there. And there's some synergy, some connection into the books. So I love, because there's a lot of information here how the ISB works. There's a lot
Ooh.
about ISP spies and that spy network. that was one of the best parts. I really didn't touch too much on that on my initial review, but it's very cool that we get that. In Master of Evil, Adam Christopher's Darth Vader book, there's also a little bit about special ISB organizations. And then, of course, we have the Reign of the Empire that goes into how the ISB and all that is starting. So I think they know, like Del Rey and those people know that this is the time of, let's do all this Empire ISB transition books. I think it's a good connection. If you like that part of Star Wars, again, Andor, then those little tidbits, you'll enjoy them also.
Okay, cool.
All right, so going back to